Yep.
Okay, I guess we'll get ready to get started. On behalf of the Putnam County Board of County Commissioners, our County Administrator, Mr. Terry Suggs, and county staff, we welcome everyone to this Bardin Bridge Road Rehabilitation Project Community Update. My name is Jim Troiano, and I'm going to get the meeting kicked off. I certainly welcome everyone being in attendance. The process for this afternoon will be brief introductions. Then Mike Rodriguez, our project manager, will have an opportunity to give us a brief overview. And then we'll allow the chair and our commissioners to provide any comments that they would like at that time. And then we can open up an opportunity for anybody in the general public that's visiting us on this Zoom call to learn more about the project and how it will affect them and their daily operations, their ability to navigate their vehicles across the Bardin Bridge. So without further ado, I'd like to ask Mike Rodriguez to please kick us off. Mike?
All right, thank you. And I wanted to see if there's any way I can share my screen. It might make it a little easier so I can go through the plans, but while they're working on that.
Yes, you should be able to. You have an option there at the bottom that you have availability to do that. There it is.
And let me know if you can see that.
We can.
Gotcha, Mike.
Okay. Okay, and so I wanted to go through the signing, but just to start off, the work for this project, the rehabilitation of the bridge number 764007, the work consists of bridge rehabilitation, channel excavation, channel protection, pile driving, settlement and vibration monitoring, reconstruction of the approach roadway, milling and resurfacing to tie into the existing grade. So that's the basic scope for this project. And I just wanted to go through a few of these parts of the plans to show the advanced signage and kind of walk you through the different phases of the project. And just to be clear, the bridge is not going to be completely closed. It will, like, as you'll see through these phases, will be one lane, and there's going to be temporary traffic signals on each side to allow traffic to flow through that one lane. So it's going to be two ways, but one lane. And so for this first phase, what they're going to do is they're going to build on the eastern side here of the bridge. So the existing bridge would be right through here where the cursor is. During the first phase, they're going to be building on the eastern side of the bridge there, and they should be complete with that. They're scheduled to be complete around April to May timeframe. And then once they complete that eastern portion, they're going to open this portion up for traffic. They're going to lift the weight restrictions. And I'm going to go to the second phase here. And then they're going to divert the traffic down the newly constructed portion of the bridge. And then they're going to close where the existing bridge is, and they're going to start the rehabilitation of the existing bridge. And then once they're complete with that, they're going to tie the two together to be completely open for traffic. So that's really what I wanted to go through. I kind of wanted to give you more of a visual of how this is going to be constructed, as well as if anyone had any questions on the website, or if they had any comments or concerns. I did drop off some flyers at Buzz Grocery and Bardin Grocery. So they should have those there in their window as well. If they need any more information. And that's really all I had.
Hey, Mike, can you bring up the flyer? You have it?
Yeah, I was gonna see. Can you still see that?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so this is the flyer that I dropped off. I could read this off if you'd like, but just to inform the public of the construction and rehabilitation work for Bardin Bridge over at Tonia Creek, or at Tenaya Creek. Work efforts will begin the morning of January 18th, 2021. So that's when they'll really begin preparing the work site. It's scheduled to run through the fall of 2021. Please note, during construction, there will be new traffic patterns, lane closures, and temporary traffic signals in place throughout the project life cycle. the roadway will be reduced to 1 lane. A full road closure will not be implemented during the project. And for the safety of all, please abide by the posted speed limits and temporary traffic control. The Florida Highway Patrol is enforcing the currently posted weight limit restrictions and speed limit with increased patrolling. Any questions or concerns, please contact Public Works at the number below. And feel free to email me as well if there's any concerns. So that's really a priority during this project due to the condition of the bridge and the weight limits there. We just really want to make sure that the contractors, while they're constructing this bridge, since they will be driving in piles right next to the bridge and it's going to remain open, we just want to make sure that everyone's safe out there. So they will be enforcing those weight limits.
I got a question for you, Mike. Hey, Mike.
Go ahead, Commissioner Rawls.
Can you send me a PDF of the brochure, and then also what you just showed us on your side? And what I'll do is I'll get this put on the Bardin Facebook group, because they do have a group, and I'm going to try to point out the part where it says that FHP is going to be enforcing the weight limit, because I know that that's being overlooked right now. But when will they start having FHP out there?
They're planning on having them out there on the 18th. That's what I was told.
Okay.
And also, I'm not sure if you can still see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay. So also on the Public Works website, or if you scroll down to Public Works projects, right there on the front page, we have the public notice of the same information we just went over. And then if you click on public notice for traffic information, that same flyer.
Yeah, also, commissioners and members of the public, we've posted this information on our social media, on our Facebook, as well as sent it via an email to members of the media. And much like on the Public Works page, on the main landing page for Putnam County is the information concerning this project.
Well, if you would just email it to me, that's a lot easier for me going digging for it. And I'll get it. There's several hundred people in the Bardin group, and you have to be part of the group to post. So I am, and I can get that up there. I don't want to depend on them having to go looking for the BOCC group or Facebook page and say we didn't know about it, because we're going to get a lot of pushback from this when they start pulling people over and saying your truck is too heavy. Your any 3/4 ton diesel truck or heavier is going to be overweight. So we just need to be prepared to get as much out there as we possibly can.
Commissioner Rawls, just so you know, that the flyer was already posted to their Bardin Facebook page, but I'm sure we can email it to you as well.
Okay, yeah, do that, please.
Hey, Mr. Rodriguez, Larry Harvey here. Just go ahead and send it to all the commissioners, and we can put it on our Facebook page too. We can make it a JPEG image and do that. That'll help get that out. Do have one question. That at one time we had talked about a traffic light on the north and south side of that bridge. Is that still happening?
Traffic what on the north and south?
A traffic light to stop the traffic when the workers are not there? Mike,
so it is going to be a temporary traffic signal. So it'd just be normal red, yellow, and green light. So that way traffic can go on that one lane, but they're going to have to take turns going through there. But it'll be there throughout the night as well. So if they need to get on the bridge, what they're going to be doing is they're going to be accessing, I guess, from a barge is how they're going to be working on the piling. So they're not going to be driving the pilings from the bridge. They're going to be, I guess they're going to have a barge with that machinery on there. But if they do need to stop traffic both ways, they can program that into the temporary traffic control signal.
Mr. Nimitz, is that what you were going to say too?
Yes, that's along the lines of what I was going to comment on. When we go to one lane in April and May, that's when the signalization will be put into work to stop traffic, on one end and let it go through, and then open it up for the other end.
Thank you.
Commissioners, any comments from you before we open it up for any comments from other staff and then general public?
Another question.
Hey,
What is the current status of Sun Garden Road?
Gentlemen?
The current status of Sun Garden Road.
We are continuing to main it with Clay County. We've continued to increase the maintenance and address it as necessary as phone calls come in.
It's probably going to get a lot more use over the next couple of months, 3 months or so. Are we prepared for that?
Yes, we'll increase maintenance if it's warranted. We've been on top of it so far to date. Again, I think when we open the new first phase of this, that single lane, and we lift the weight restrictions, I think you're going to see a lot less traffic actually.
Yeah.
Because then the trucks can cross and everything else. We'll just have to, wait for the traffic light. So I think actually come April.
What I'm saying though is I was out there a few weeks ago and I watched somebody go across with 2 skid steers on 1 trailer. That's not going to happen. We know what they're going to have to go up Sun Garden. So we've got February, March, April, and we're coming into rainy season at that point. So I'm just saying we need to make sure that we're on top of that because that's going to be their only path of travel, short of going all the way up into Commissioner Harvey's district.
And that's a good point. Once law enforcement is engaged with this, I can anticipate the traffic increasing, and we'll increase the maintenance as needed.
Okay.
Any other commissioners? Any other comments or questions?
Hey, Jim, I do. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Commissioner Turner. I'm sorry.
Is it a possibility, or do we have the ability to request that Florida Highway Patrol give out warnings for the first week instead of writing tickets, to where they can, where we don't get all shot? If they were to warn them for a few days, and maybe they'd start going around with the heavy loads.
It's going to take a while to get the word out.
Yeah, well, in Bardin, it won't take but a few days, but if they write a ticket, they're going to come after us. And so, I would prefer if they could just give out warnings for a few days and tell them that we're going to start writing tickets next week. You guys, y'all need to start driving that heavy equipment around for a few days. Can we maybe ask the sheriff's department to reach out and request that or something, or can we request it? Because I'm just telling you, it would make things go so much easier if we could just give warnings out for a few days.
Mr. Chairman, I'll take the lead on that, and I'll call Colonel Wells and the sheriff when we get through with the Zoom call and see if they got a contact that we can utilize. If not, I'll call the command troop myself and see if we can have a conversation.
Mr. Suggs, I'll text you a number that I have.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Chairman Harvey?
Yeah, I just really want to thank our former chairman, Terry Turner. Commissioner Turner worked diligently on this, and as the board did, moving that money from Holloway Road over there to this project and the one over on 310. That's a good move on behalf of the county commission. It's going to save the county citizens a lot of money that we don't have to spend. And some of the people out there have already started staging their equipment on this side of the bridge, so they didn't have to worry about that. I've heard that kind of in the scuttlebutt, but I just really want to thank our commissioners for doing this, because we couldn't afford to do this if we didn't have that money, and we got more work to do naturally, but it's going to be a good thing for Bardin, and badly needed for Bardin. So thank you all very much. And Mike Troxel, Mike Nimitz, Mike Rodriguez, thanks for all the hard work. Just don't forget though, you got some roads out there that we promised people paving on, some resurfacing once we can get equipment over that bridge. So, and that'll be probably at the fall of when everything's over with, but we did make some promises that we've had to push back. So thank you all very much and appreciate it. All your hard work.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Commissioner Pickens?
Yeah, I just want to echo Commissioner Harvey's comments and thanking Commissioner Turner and the whole commission for being able to, and FDOT allowing us to switch that money from Holloway Road over to this project where it's really, really needed. And appreciate the understanding and patience of all the residents out there that's have to that have had to deal with this over the last, 6 months or so, and still for another probably 6 months. So glad to see the project about to start, and I think it'd be really nice when they get that one lane in so they can lift the restrictions and where they can, not have to go around like they're doing now. So I'm just glad to see the project moving forward. And thank you for all the 3 Mikes for all their efforts on this. And I'm glad it's moving forward.
3 Mike's get tears.
Oh,
It was going to be said by somebody.
Bullhorn.
Commissioner Rawls, you've got the floor. Do you want to finish?
No, he doesn't need to talk anymore.
Commissioner Adams, I see you on here.
Not a lot I can say that the other commissioners haven't said, but I'm very much looking forward to this project moving forward and getting completed.
Very good.
While you weren't on there, Paul, we gave him your cell phone number for any complaints.
Okay.
Especially the ticket.
Yeah.
It's a new commissioner orientation.
Commissioner Turner, any last words?
I'm good, Jim. Thank you.
Mr. Suggs?
no, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and see if we can get some public comment.
Very good. Any members of the general public, please, now's your opportunity to ask staff questions. So the floor is yours.
My name is Harriet Wheeler. I live down on the end of Bardin Road. And I've noticed as I've crossed the current bridge, there are utility lines buried there on the east side of the bridge. In the planning of this construction, are they going to avoid cutting those utility lines? I think they're primarily maybe phone lines and internet lines. So has that been taken into consideration?
Yes, it has. Yes, we have met with the utility companies to let them know about that. So that has been taken care of.
Are we anticipating an interruption of service?
No,
Okay.
not that I'm aware of, but I will post on there if that changes.
All right, if they're careful, because we have lost service out here for a week at a time when they cut a line when they were doing some things up on State Road 100. So
now we coordinated with them probably about 8 or 9 months ago. So they've been very aware of this project coming up.
okay, all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Miss Wheeler, this is Chairman Harvey.
Yes.
If you do have any problems, let us know. I mean, we hope nothing happens, but you never can tell during construction. But if you see something going wrong, you're the eyes and ears out there, just give us a call and let us know that, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, because many of us out here depend, that's our internet. We don't have high-speed internet through the satellites and those other things. So if they cut that cable, we're out of internet and phone service for many of us for weeks on end. But I'll let you know. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Anyone else that'd like to ask a question of staff? Okay, hearing none. Mike Rodriguez, any final closing comments?
No, that's all I had. And if anything changes, I'll be sure to post it on the Public Works website, and I'll let you know as well if you feel like it should be posted elsewhere.
And as a mention for public information, that as updates occur, we'll be pushing them out through our Facebook and Twitter page, putting them on our public work page, as well as the main landing page for the county, as well as sending information to our members of our media. And also, if others can follow us on our social media, you'll get more information that way. So our intent is to keep our general public, our citizens, as well informed as we can. So we've had quite a few meetings already with the contractors, and we thank them for the information, the flyers, and everything else that we received to facilitate this meeting today. Mr. Troxel, anything else from your side of the house?
No, again, I appreciate everybody's hard work on this. All commissioners, thank you for your support. And Mike, you guys did most of the work on this thing. So I appreciate all the work you guys done. So I'm just ready to get this thing started and get at least to see half the bridge get done. So that's what we'll see.
Mhm.
Very good. Any other comments for the good of the order before we go ahead and call this meeting adjourned?
We're good.
Very good.
Thank you.
Ciao.
All right. Well, thank you everybody very much. And
Good night, everybody.
we're looking forward to the kickoff of this on the 18th of January. So congratulations and look forward to a great project. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.